Welcome back to another NFL tier list. Today we're going to be ranking the NFL's top wide receivers. Hear me out. The list I found, it has all the wide receivers in the league sorted by team, thankfully. We are doing wide receiver one. I'm not doing wide receiver 1 through 4. That would take too long. Starting with Stefon Diggs. Y'all know how I am on the Bills. Super critical on him. I think Diggs has fell off. I think he had an absolutely atrocious playoff run. We're going to put him over here in star. Next, we have Tyreek Hill, one of the best wide receivers in the league. I was going to throw him in elite. We're probably going to throw him in top 3. I think if he stays healthy all year, he breaks that receiving record. I feel really, really bad for him. Garrett Wilson, next up to bat. 1,000 receiving yards with 4 different quarterbacks. You are him. You're an amazing wide receiver, and I think there's a lot to come in the future for you. We're going to put you up here in the star. Next, we have the Patriots. I'm not going to lie, before I started this video, I had to look up who some of these guys were. Couldn't remember all of them off top. This is Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne, we're probably going to put you down here in average. You're not, I don't want to say you're anything special. You're in the NFL. Compared to some of these other guys, I feel like you're an average wide receiver. We have next up to bat, the man in the news lately, fumbling in the playoffs, getting a taunting call, losing his team a playoff game. Beating his girlfriend allegedly. Can't put anything on it yet. Zay Flowers. Where are we going to put Zay Flowers in the tier list? We're going to put you in. You're probably going to be ranked there with all the other rookies. We'll probably throw you in we'll throw you in good because you sold your team in the playoffs. We have Ja'Marr Chase next. Really unfortunate season. He's hurt. Quarterback hurt. I mean, just couldn't get the guys healthy. That being said, I mean, you're still elite. You got to go up there in the elite status. Amari Cooper. I mean, he had a 250-yard game this year. Absolutely stud wide receiver. 4 different quarterbacks. Playoffs with Joe Flacco, the comeback player of the year. I think that's star caliber. I think he's still got some gas left in the tank. Next, we have the Steelers. I'm assuming this is Pickens. We're going to assume this is Pickens. We're going to do Pickens as wide receiver 1. I guess they ranked this by like most yards. I don't know how many yards Pickens had in the end of the year, but we're going to assume this is George Pickens. We're going to put you in really good. Next, we have the Texans. I mean, and the Texans had an amazing run this year. Solid wide receiver core. What is his name? It's hard to remember all these names, guys. Texans wide receiver 1. Nico Collins. I should remember that. Nico Collins, you're an absolute stud. I mean, the things you did, I think you're absolutely. I think he's an elite receiver. He was doing some crazy things this year. Next up to bat, we have Michael Pittman. I think you're a good receiver. I think you've been through a lot of things with quarterbacks, so it's hard to really tell. I'm going to put you up here in really good. And I think you have star to elite potential. I think you could be up there. Next, we have the Jags. I'm assuming this is Calvin Ridley. The man's 29, about to be on his 3rd team. Showed some flashes. I think he had 6 touchdowns this year. I feel like, I mean, I swear on my life, like those came in the beginning of the year. We're probably going to put you up here in really good. I think you could maybe have star potential if you went to the right team, but I think you'll probably just hover around here. Next, we have D-Hop. D-Hop on the Titans. One of the worst free agent decisions I've ever seen in my life. One, Ryan Tannehill is not that quarterback if you want some yards. And you went to a team with Derrick Henry. Let's be for real. I feel like D-Hop's fell off, guys. I'm not going to cap. I feel like D-Hop has fell off. I think he's a really good wide receiver. We'll put him in. We can't put him in star, bro. We'll put him at the top of really good. But I do not think, can we put him at the top of really good? I do not think he is a star wide receiver anymore. Next we have the Broncos. Courtland Sutton has done some insane catches with the ball. I think he's an amazing wide receiver. I think he's going to really thrive in that system because he's Michael Thomas-esque. He's a good short route runner, mid route runner. He has really great hands. I think we're going to probably put him up here in We're gonna put him up here and really good around D Hop. I just saw something I have to address. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and put him there. We're not gonna talk about him the rest of the time. I'm not even gonna say that is. Next, we have Rashee Rice. Really amazing what he came in and did with the talent around him. I mean, he has Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball, but the rest of his wide receivers, other than Kelsey, are just. They said Andy Reid tells these guys when he signs them, we don't need you to be wide receiver one. We don't need you to be wide receiver two. We just need you to go out there and make a play. And they got a bunch of playmakers. This guy is one of the best playmakers on the team. Rashee, we're probably going to put you up here and really good. Next, we have Davante Adams, stuck on the Raiders, unfortunately. He went through 4 quarterbacks last year. I still think he has that sauce. I still think he has about a few years left in him. I think he's going to be on the New York Jets at the end of this year or before the beginning of this year. We're going to put him in the elite talent. Oh, next up, we got Keenan Allen. I thought he was going to fall off this year. This man never ceases to amazing me. He had no separation last year. It's like he has no separation this year, and he can still find a way to get the ball. He's an absolute stud. I think he is one of the. If I was going to make a Super Bowl run, I would be like, I want Keenan Allen on my team. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw Keenan Allen in the star wide receivers because I think he can keep up with any of these guys. Ooh, next we have the Dallas Cowboys. Where are we putting CeeDee Lamb? If you put him anywhere other than top 3, you have absolutely, utterly lost your mind. I think he might potentially could be better than Jettis. We'll see how they stack up the next few years. Jettis is an insane comparison, but CeeDee has his own sauce in his own way, and I think he can just get open whenever he wants to. Jettis can make those. Jettis makes those insane catches in double coverage. CeeDee Lamb is just open. Double coverage, triple coverage, zone, man. I mean, he's just always open somehow, and he figures it out. Next, we have the Giants. I think this is Darius Slayton. We're going to go ahead. We're going to put you below average. I don't, the fall off is insane. I could put you in average. No, we're going to keep you there. My boy Wandell, though, average receiver. I think if he got a quarterback, he would be super solid. Next, we have the Eagles. We have A.J. Brown, really good drama queen, really good wide receiver, though. I feel like he tore that locker room apart this year with his criticism of his quarterback. I think we're going to, I mean, he's still an elite wide receiver, but I think he ruins teams. I mean, aren't criticized as a drama queen on the Titans, and you come over to the Eagles and you're showing the same. We'll get that'll be for a different video. We'll go ahead and do a wide receiver too, Devontae Smith. I feel like you got some sauce. We're going to go ahead and put you in star. I feel like you could definitely be a star in this league. We have Scary Terry on the Commanders. I feel like he has a lot of potential. I feel like they just need a really solid. They might have one of the best wide receiver cores in the league, one of the deepest. 2 years ago, they had 3 guys with 1,000 yards. Absolutely insane. Scary Terry, I think you are a star wide receiver. I'm not gonna lie. Never mind. That's not the team I'm thinking of. That's DJ Moore. We got DJ Moore, really good wide receiver. We can't put Scary Terry in. You know what? We'll put DJ Moore in elite. He's been on some bad teams. He's had some bad quarterbacks, but we can see the potential there. I think he's definitely an elite wide receiver. Next, we have Boots. Next, we have what team is this? I cannot. That's not the Panthers, bro. What team is that? Bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Let's think of blue teams real quick. I really can't. We're gonna have to skip that one. We're gonna come back to that one. Next, we have Christian Watson, really solid wide receiver, but I think the wide receiver group as a whole is good. He was really injured this year. I think he has potential. We're gonna throw him up there in good. We have Jettis. We already know where he's going. No explanations here. I already explained it. Amazing, insane catch in traffic. He can route run. He can do it all. Score touchdowns. Insane amount of yards. Top 3. Top 3 is locked in. We got the Cheetah. We got CD, and we got Jettis. That is locked in. Next we have. Okay, guys. This is the team. I was looking at this. I don't know who these guys are. I cannot think of a team that wears black jerseys that I could think of who these guys are. It's not the Steelers. It's not the Saints, and we're going to have to just skip this team because I might be losing my mind. I just can't figure out who it is. Next, we have Adam Thielen. Really solid guy. I think he is. We're going to put him up here and really good. I mean, when you're on the Panthers, there's not much you can do, you know? Chris Olave, I'm sorry for how they treated you, getting you Derek Carr and Derek Carr not knowing how to use a wide receiver one. I think you are a star wide receiver with star wide receiver potential, and you have probably elite wide receiver potential. Your quarterback just fell off. They probably should have. The moment they put Jameson, he threw Chris Olave 4 straight passes and a touchdown. That's all I'm going to say. Chris Olave, owner in fantasy, by the way. Big Mike Evans, was it 10 or 11 seasons with 1,000 yards? That's absolutely insane. He can do everything: route run, touchdowns, yak, anything you want him to do, he's doing it. We're definitely putting him in the elite section of this. We'll go ahead and do Chris Godwin too. I mean, an absolute dog. I think he's a star wide receiver. I think with Mike Evans gone, he'll probably be an elite wide receiver. Next. Oh, this one actually had Puka. I found a lot of lists without Puka on it. It was weird. Cooper Kupp, coming off injury, did amazing this year. I think he's an elite wide receiver. Next year, Puka, if he can do it again, he'll be elite. We're going to throw him in star right now. He came in, he did what he needed to do. Amazing wide receiver. I think he learned a lot from Cooper Kupp. After that, we have the Cardinals. We have Hollywood Brown, I guess. We'll probably put, you're an average receiver, dog. Ooh, next up, we got DK Metcalf. You know he's going up there in elite. One of my favorite wide receivers in the game. If y'all can't tell, I am a Seattle Seahawk fan. I just found out what they did with this. They grouped it by division. So we are going to find out who these two teams are. We don't know. So Panthers division. That is the Falcons? Okay. Now I feel stupid because I do know that is Drake London. Is that his name? Drake London, right? Yeah, Drake London. Awesome. Drake London, you're a solid wide receiver, dog. We'll put you up here and really good. I feel like if you were on a better team. That means we can figure out what this team is. No, we found out what that team. What was the other team we couldn't figure out? Right here. Packers division. Who is in the Packers? I'm stupid. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Absolutely stud up there in elite. And that is going to do it for our wide receiver one tier list. Are there any other guys we want to throw on here? Gabe Davis, you can probably go in actually really good. Waddle, really good. You got who else do we want to throw on there? I don't know which one of these guys is Tank Dell, but he should be on there. I just can't figure out which one he is. Jerry Jeudy, you can go down there. Actually, we'll put you here. You're a little bit better than Kadarius Toney. And Kadarius Toney has a ring though, so yeah, I feel like that's about all we're gonna do. I appreciate everybody stopping by. If you don't agree with anything on this tier list, let me know down in the comments. If you think this tier list is perfect, also let me know down in the comments. Don't forget like and follow for more tier list, NFL, UFC, sports content. Y'all have a great day.